Okay, so today we will cover some more on the calculated fields, and you can say the table calculation. There are some sets and the parameter concepts as well in the Tableau. We will look for that concepts, and after that we will go for the dashboarding. Okay.
Yes. Sure.
I am sharing my screen.
Okay.
Let me know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, fine. So in the similar way, I will connect with the data source first, right? And yeah, it is there. Now I will pick the table.
Okay, all is stable. Okay.
Now I'm going to sheet 1. Okay. So today we will cover first the set part, right? What is the set? So set is nothing like a conditional grouping, you can say, right? When we want something to be create, or you can say we want a set of group, right? Hope you are aware about the probability, right? Probability topic in the mathematics, right? So there
Yes, probability. Yes.
we have sets like the intersection and the union. There are the set theory, right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
what are the set theory? There are some logical set of we have some numbers, and we can make a set on the basis of some logic, right? So similarly here we have a set theory, or we can say the set concept, which we will apply on the dimension part, and we can pass any condition to create that set, right? And in the similar way,
Yes.
like in the set theory, we have intersection and union, means we can merge more than one sets together, right? So similarly here we have some other concepts as well, so that we can combine more than one sets together, right?
Yes. Yes. More than one set. Yep.
Yeah, so first I will just look for one example to understand this set concept. Like if I want, if I have a customer wise sale, you can say customer wise sale or quantity, right? Whatever we can take. So just take quantity, and I will take customer name. Okay, I will swap the view. So here you can see there are n number of customers and their respective, you can say, quantity. Okay, so now the ask is, whenever we will present this part in the dashboard, so the management cannot go and check each and every details, right?
Management can do that.
Yeah, or anyone cannot
Understand easily. Yep.
yeah, so it's not feasible to go one by one record, right?
Yes. Exactly. Yep.
So what we can do to resolve this type of issues, we can provide a text box, right? Means we can provide a text box to user, where the user can enter any number like 5, 10, or something, right? And the whatever number the user will enter, the user can see only those respective customers, number of customers, right, out of this.
Yes.
So now the question is, sometime it might be possible I want to see only the top customers, right? And sometime it might be possible I want to see the bottom customer, correct?
Yes.
And there can be some conditions where I want both, right? The top and the bottom part together. Not only data, not the whole data set. I want only the two chunks of that data. Like first chunk is top n records, and the second chunk is bottom n records, right? The n means the number can be anything, 5, 10, 15, whatever number the user will enter. Okay, so this is the challenge. This is the challenge. So how we will achieve this part? So to do this, we have created this chart, customer wise quantity. Now I will do one thing. What I will apply a filter, like I want to see top 5 records. So how I will apply the filter, the top filter. So just click on the dimension. You can see the filter option. If you will click on the measure, then you will get the filter option, but it will not give you the top option, right? You can see the top option is not here, correct?
Yes.
So whenever you will apply this type of filters, then you have to click on this dimension. Okay, here, because we want to see only top 5 customer on the basis of the quantity, right? Not the top
Yes.
5 quantity fields. So the question
Exactly.
is regarding the customer name. So that's why we will filter this part. So just click here and click on filter option. So once you will click on the filter, you will get the same filter dialog box, right? So at the last, you can see the top option. Here we have top
Hmm.
option, but right now it's selected as a none. So I have to select it by field. Okay, when I will click on this option, that this option will activate it. So here you can see we have top and bottom options, but at the time you can select only one. Okay, you cannot select top and bottom together at once. So at the
Yes.
right side, you can see the text box. Here the default value is 10, but if I want to see only the 5 customer, right, top 5 customer, then I can change it. Okay, after that, you can see the measure value. Here you can see the quantity and the aggregation type. You can see there are lots of aggregation, right, functions. So right now I'm
Yes.
selecting the sum because the view is on the basis of sum of quantity. Okay, but it's not mandatory. Note down this point, right? But it's not mandatory to display top 5 customer by only the quantity which is here. We can display this view top 5 customer by the profit and by the sales as well. Okay,
Yes.
that is also possible, fine.
Yes. Yes.
So right now I'm taking only example of this quantity part. So we will do this and just click on apply or okay, right? If you will click on apply, and you can see in the general part, this summary part, right? Here you can see the limit top 5 by sum of quantity. Just click on okay, and here you can see only the 5 customer, right?
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Only the 5 customers are here. But in the similar way, I will top, and you can say, right, and I will create a duplicate copy, right? So just right click on to reduce our effort, because we want only the bottom one, so we cannot create this view again. So we will just right click on this sheet and click on duplicate, right?
Hmm.
And you can see the other sheet is created, right? Now I will change this top to bottom end, and here I will go to the edit filter, and I can apply you can say the refresh filter, fresh filters as well, but to reduce our effort, I will just change this filter type, right? Just going to the customer name, click on edit, and here you can see the top tab. In place of top, you can select bottom and just click on ok. So you can see
Okay.
these are the bottom one. The quantity, you can see the 2, right? And here you can see the quantity. Okay,
Yes.
now we
Yes.
have top and bottom customers, right?
Yes. Top customers. Bottom. Yep.
Now we have asked to combine top and bottom, right? So whenever we have the you can say we have the requirement to combine these two top and bottom set of data, then this is not set right now, right? I will explain this concept later. First, we can see whenever we need to combine this top n and bottom n filter data together, that is not possible through the filtering part. Okay, because in the
Hmm.
filter we can apply only top or bottom at once. We cannot apply
Yes.
both together, right? So
Yes.
for that we can introduce the concept of set.
Set.
Okay,
Yep. Yeah.
yeah. So I will just create a copy of this sheet again, right? And here top and 2. So here you can see I will remove this part. Right now we can see all the records here. Okay, now I will I am going to create the set. So how we will create set? Just like the filter we have created by clicking on this dimension. Similarly, you can create it, but here you can see we don't have any set option, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
to create a set, you have to select the same field from the data, from the field list here, right? Here you can see the customer name. Just right click here, create option, and you will get the set. Okay.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
here you can click on the set. This dialog box will open. You can name it like customer name set. We can create it like top customer name set, right? And
Mhm.
you can same, you will get the same three tabs: general, condition, and top. So you can go to the top and select the same part like five, top five, and quantity. Okay, the same thing. So whenever you will click on the okay, you will see at the left side this set is created. Okay, the set name
Yes.
is
Yes.
top customer name set. Okay, you can
Yes.
change the name as per your requirement. Now
Okay.
we have to create one another set for the bottom one. Okay, so
Mhm.
in the similar manner you can create a fresh set, right? And in the same pattern you can select the bottom one. Okay, or you have other option. Just right click here and click on duplicate. Okay, so here the duplicate set will create it. Just click on the second one on and select the edit set option. Okay,
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
to reduce the effort, right? Just
Yes.
click on bottom and you will select this bottom and nothing, you have to click on okay. So now you can see the top and bottom. At the top you can see the bottom, and here you can see the T top, right? It's alphabetic order, so you can see the B will come at the first. Okay, so now we have two sets, top and bottom customer name set. Now what we have to do, we have to combine both set together, because we cannot combine two filters together. So that's why we have to introduce the set. And now in this case of set, we can combine two sets or more than one sets together using the combined set uh, concept, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so uh, just click on any set. You can click on this or this, right? It will work as in the same manner. Just right click on the set, and here you can see the bottom of this. You can see create combined set option. Okay,
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
click here to combine those set, and here you can name it. I will write top or top bottom customers, top bottom and customers, right? You can write like this. Okay,
Yes.
and you can
Mhm.
write anything, and here you can see first set is top customer name set, and here you have to select the other set. If you have more than two set, then you will get a list of sets and you can select. Similarly here as well. Okay, so we have to select top and bottom, and at the bottom side you can see the options. Here the default set is all members in both set, means we want to combine each and everything like a union, right? We want to
Yes.
combine both records. Here what it will do, it will create a virtual table for this data set and create a virtual table for this data set, and then it will combine them, correct?
Mhm. Yes.
So similarly at the second option you can say shared member in the both set. It is like intersection. This is union, this is intersection, correct? Means we will
Yes.
get only the common values from these two sets. It's like
Mm.
intersection, or you can say it will work like an inner join as well, right? This is the full outer
Yes.
join, or you can say union, or this is like you can say intersection or inner join, right? And
Yes.
the third option, you can say the top customer name set except shared member. Here we have a difference. It is similar like the left join, but what is the difference here? In the left join, we will get the common values as well. But in this case, in case of set, it will give you the all the values of the left table, means the top customer list, but it will not return the shared member, means the common members which are from the second table or first table, right?
Yes.
It will
Yes.
remove those parts. This is the difference. Similarly for the
Mm.
right, similarly for these options as well. So here the
Yeah.
one interview question comes like, what is the difference between joins and sets? Okay, What is the difference between joins and sets?
Yes.
So here you can see in the joins and sets, we can combine more than two tables data together, but in sets, in case of left join and right join, it will not pick the combined, or you can say the common members, right? Common values. It will not pick the common value. It will exclude those parts. This is the only difference, right?
Yes. Yes.
So now we can select this one, all members in both set, and we will click on this OK, and we will get one more set, top, bottom, and customer. Okay. Now
Hmm.
this is the a creation of set. Now how you will use this set? So one more thing, whenever you will create a set, you will get only two groups. You will get only two groups on the basis of condition. One is for in, second is for out. Means either the values will be fall in the condition or not, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it is like you can say the Boolean values like the true and false, right? So in and out, there are two groups created by default, in and out. So whatever condition you have given, if the condition is fulfilled, then the members will goes to the in group. Otherwise, all the members will goes in out group, right? So how
Yes.
we can see that we can drop this set before this customer name, right? If we will drag it here, you can see the in and out. Okay, these are the two groups. You can see this part. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
so because we are creating these top and bottom five, top five and bottom five, you can see the top and bottom five, and rest are under the out category.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the way, but how you will use it, and in place of this in and out group, how we can display only the customer name. So we can use this part in many manner. Like if you want to highlight only these things, then just drag it on the color. You can see, right? Only the top and the bottom and or records are highlighted with this color, and the rest will be in the gray color, right?
Hmm.
You can
Got.
you can display this part in any way, right? Whatever possible way you want to highlight, and you can say it's not mandatory to use that part in a filter. Okay,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
so this is one way, like you can display like in the grouping part. The second way, you can drag it in the colors. The third way, you can drag it in the filter, and you can select only the in, right? So that you will get this result. Okay,
Yeah.
and the other one, if you will drag these sets over this you can say customer name, so we will get only this type of chart, right? The in and out, the group value. And if you
Hmm.
want the values to be displayed here, just right click on this set, and here you will get show members in set option, right? Show members in set. So if you will click here, it will automatically give you this result, right? And you can sort it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is the way by which you can combine two conditional data sets together. Okay, there are two conditions, top n and bottom n. We have combined those conditional sets together using the set options. Is it okay?
Yes. Yes.
Now we can see the we can see another example, right?
Okay. Hmm.
We can see what can be. We can take product name, and we can take we can say profit. Okay, and we can take sales. Okay, this is the two thing I have prepared, right? In parallel, I have created because I want to monitor both part. That's why. Okay,
Yes.
so I have taken the product name because there are n number of product name, so that we can analyze them, right? So now what is the case? You can see I want to get the list of product where the product is high selling but not giving good profit, correct?
Yes.
we are
Exactly. Yep.
we yeah, the sale is high but the profit is low. So there can be two conditions. One, the sale is high. Second condition is the profit is good. And we want the common members, right?
Yes, yes.
So our common member, how we will do that? In the similar manner, we will create a set for the product name. So here you will not get the option. So just click on this product name, create, and you will get the set. And right, so you will create a set, uh, product name, I sales, okay, and at the top you will select top 5. I will take 10, no issue, and here I will take sales. Just search the field sales and you can see the sales. Okay, this is the create.
Okay.
In the similar
Okay.
way, I will create another set, create set, and I will take it as a profit, no profit. Here I will go and I will, because we want low profit, right? So I will pick bottom, correct?
Yep.
So here I will select bottom profit, okay, and sum. So I will, we can see the two sets are created. Now we have to combine them, right? Just click here and click on create combine set, and high sales, low profit product. Okay, so here you can see like this way. So uh, right, if you will create this, so we can see the impact of the other sets as well, right? We can drag down,
Yes.
so we can see only one product, right? In this
Mhm.
group, we have only the one product. But if you will change this set type like this, you can see these are the number of product where we have high sales, and the 10 products, right? We have already taken 10 products, so you can see that 10, these are the number of product. If you will just give this, keep only, you can see there are 19 rows by 2 columns. At the bottom you can see 19 rows, 2 columns, because we have 10 in first, 10 in second, right? And the resultant is 20, but it is coming 19 because the 19 will be the common, you can say the result value, right? So by this way you can change the logic of this combined set to get the required result. If you will select this one, then you can see it will change the result, right? You can see
Yes,
that
yes.
only 9 rows are coming,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So it's totally up to the conditional. So why I have taken this example, so except the top and bottom end concept, you can take any example to monitor or to analyze your data, and you can create multiple sets, and again you can use those sets to get the required result, right? So
Yes.
you can see we have two combined sets, this and this one, top end and bottom end, right? So again, if you want to combine them, then again you can combine, right? So here you will get the result of the other sets. But here the problem is, this is based on the product name, this is based on the customer name, right? So there can be
Yes.
a problem. So but you can combine more than two sets as well. Okay, so this is the use case of sets, to combine two conditional groups of data together on the basis of conditions. What are the conditions? These are the conditions. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so fine. So now coming to the next topic, which is parameter, right? So as I have already explained, if we will get this result, top n and bottom n, but here you can see the top 5 and bottom 5 can be only visible, right? If you want to display top 10, then again you have to go to the
Mm.
set part, right? You have to go to edit, and again you have to enter the 10 value, then only, and similarly you have to change to the top part, and then you will see that 10 and top 10 and bottom and 10 records, right? So this is actually, and user cannot do this. You have to do this, right? If a user will if you will get this requirement, then you have to change this value, and again you have to publish this report on the server, then user can see. So
Yes.
to resolve this issue, we will introduce the parameter concept. So here you can see, if you will click on this option right at the top, so you will get a option of create parameter. So what is the parameter? So parameter is a, you can say, a dynamic value. It can be a string value, it can be a numeric value, it can be a date value as well, right? So whatever value we are taking as an input from the user, right? And we can use that value in our calculations, in our filters, and to make our view dynamic, right? The ways are different to use that value. That can be used in through the calculated field, that can be used through the filters, right? And that can be used in the reference line as well, right? So we can use it in any way, but finally it will, it will make your view dynamic, because whenever user will change that value or select that value, the view will change according to the user requirement. Okay, so it will be make the view dynamic. So
Yeah.
we can, how we will create this, it is okay, right? You will get the use case of parameter, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So once I will create the parameter, so here you will click create parameter, you will get a dialog box, right? So it is very important topic. So mostly used to make our view dynamic, right? So used many times. Okay. So I'm creating one parameter like n, right? I'm just taking n records,
Yes. Yep.
right?
And records. Yeah.
And here I will select the data type, because these are the records, top n and bottom n. So it will be integer type, right? Complete whole value. And here I will select the default type, the 5, okay, which is right now.
Mhm.
And we can see the other option, the value when workbook open. So you can see the current value, okay. This is default one. Display format you can select. If you have any date format or any percentage format, you can change the display as well. So we will work on the percentage part later. But here you can see allowable values. We have three options: all, list, and range. What it means actually, all means you can enter any value in this box,
Okay.
right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And in the list case, you can give the user to list, like the user can select 5, user can select 10, user can select only 50. These three values list I can provide to user, so that the user can change only three, right? So if you
Yes.
have this type of list, then we can pass here, we can pass the values and the display value, then we will get the list. And here we have a list range options, right? The range option for the usually used for the number values. Like here in our case, we want the current value like start from 5. So we can say the minimum value will be 5, right? And the maximum value I want, the customer, the user can see only top 25 customer at a time maximum, right? Or
Okay. Yes.
that is a limit for top and bottom both, right? We are, because we are going to use this parameter in both filters.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And
Here we have a step size. So if you want to add this part, then it is okay. Otherwise it will take any value between 5 to 50, right? If you will enter 30 or more than 25, then it will automatically take the maximum value, which is 25.
25. Okay.
Okay, so right now I'm not taking the step size, so I'm just taking this example. Just click on okay. So you can see at the bottom you will get the parameter and this one, because this is
So I
like
have a question. Why is the 25 the maximum value? Because
I
of
have
the
I have entered that value as a 25. You can take it anyway, anything.
minute.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
because
Mhm.
I don't
Got
want the flexibility to check more than 25 records for at a time, because 25 for top and 25 for bottom, you can see 50 records, right? More than
That
50
would be
is again, if you will give more than 50 records flexibility, then no use case of using this top and bottom end, right?
got it. Got it. Okay.
So that's why I have taken a limit.
Sure. Sure. Okay.
So at the bottom, you can see the n records and it is in green color, or you can see that at the left side, you can see the hash, because we have created an
Number.
integer type of parameter, right? Numeric value.
Yes. number value.
Yeah, that's why. So first you have to create the parameter. What are the steps to use or to apply this one? First you have to create the parameter. You can write down, you can note down anything, right? The steps or whatever you want to write. First step, you have to create the parameter. Second step, you have to click on this parameter and show the parameter, right? How you will show? Just right click on the parameter. You have to click on show parameter. So what it will add this parameter into the view like this way, right? You can see.
Yes.
So
Mm.
now you can increase the value, right? But the max value you can see the 25. You can go for this 24, 25. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but if you are going to change this value, you can see the view is not going to be changed now. Why? The parameter will not work, or you can say the parameter will not be active till the time you will not use this parameter in three places, right? You can note down that thing. First, filter. Second, first filter. Second, calculated field. Third, reference line.
Okay.
Okay.
Filter, calculated field, and reference line. Yes.
Right. You have to use this parameter in any of one, then only it will be active or it will work actually. Correct.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Yeah.
So now I will apply this. You can see here top end and bottom end. I will go to the edit set here. Here you can see we don't have any options to change this value, right? So
Yes.
so
Exactly.
we have to go one by one. So here you can see edit option at the top, the 5. You can see if you will drop down here, so you can see this field and record parameter field here. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you can create a parameter directly from here as well. When you are creating set, then directly in place of entering the value, you can drop down and you can click on the end, create a new parameter. So then you will get the same window, right? You can create from here as well. Okay.
Yep.
So now we have already created, just need to select this part. Just click on end record and just click on OK. So you can see the 12 records, you can see the bottom. We have changed in the bottom part. So you can see the 12 records, right? You can see the 12 out of 17.
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, I will change this top part. Where is the top? Yeah, here we have top. We can change it and we have to pass this value and just click on OK. You can see. Okay. If you will change the view, you can see this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the way you can use the parameter to make our view dynamic or to take input from user, right? Now I'm taking one second. Yeah, one more thing. Like in filter, we have multiple display options. So at the right side, you can see the drop down, and here you have the edit title option and format parameter options. And at the bottom, you have two options: slider and type in. I want type in option, right? So you will get a text box. So here you can see if I will write 10, then it will display the 10 for both, right? If I will write 3, then you can see by default, because the minimum and maximum value I have set, right? So if you will enter 3, then it will show minimum 5 records. And if you will enter more than 25, you can see 26, you can see already 25 will come, right?
25. Yes.
This is the use case of minimum and maximum set value.
Maximum.
Otherwise,
Got it.
otherwise the user can enter anything, right? We don't want anything from the user. We have to restrict that part so that we will not going to be clutter. Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
So that was the requirement here. Okay. So this is the use case. So in the similar manner, if you want, the user want two input for top and separate for top records and separate for bottom. Like if you want top 10 record and only bottom 5 records, right? So what we have to do, we have to create two parameters. One we will use for top and one we will use for bottom. Correct?
Yes.
So
Exactly.
we will change the name for top n records and bottom n records. So accordingly, the we will change.
Yes.
Fine. So now I will take one more example.
Okay.
Okay, I will create subcategory wise. You can say sales. So it can be
Okay. Category wise.
sales chart. So here, what it ask, most of the time whenever we are dealing with the sales part, so we have a target value, right? Correct. So suppose we have a target value in the box, like we are going to create a parameter for target sales, right? And it's up to you. We can make it as a float as well, but I'm taking an example of integer, or you can take float, no problem. You can take float example, okay? So, but current value, you have to enter anything which can be a target, right? So suppose I'm typing 122, I'm typing this number, right? Or you can say something more than this, okay?
Yes.
So this is the current value, and I will take all, right? I'm not going to give any range here because we don't have a range in the target right now. Okay, just click on OK, and I will show this parameter. So you can see this one, right? But again, to use this parameter, we have to use it right in somewhere. So earlier we have seen the example of filter to use the parameter. Now we will see the example of calculated field. Okay.
Yes.
So we will click here and we will click on create calculated field. Now check target. I will create a field which will check the target, right? Check sales target actually. Correct? Here, what condition we will write? It can be written like this: if
Mhm.
sum of sales will be, you can say, less than this target sales. This is the field name target sales, right? So you
Yes.
can directly drag this parameter here, okay, and you can write like this. And here you can see the color. This is the purple color, right? The purple color for the parameter, and this is for the field, orange color.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we can write in this way, like then you can say if less than target, then definitely we can create a group target not achieved, right? And else we can say above target.
Target not achieved or about target. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to change the X is going to be lengthy, so blue target we can say. No problem. You can write anything, right? So we have to create like this type of calculations, if and else. Okay. So just
Okay.
clicking on OK. So you will see this field here, and you can use this field in any way. Like you can add here to categorize them, or you can add those part in colors to highlight,
Color different. Yes. Different
right?
colors. Yes.
So if you
Yep.
will change this, like if you will change it like this way, you can see, right?
Yes.
Dynamically, the view will also change. The color will also change. If I will add something like this, you can see. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
So this calculation is perfect, but one problem is there, right? What is the problem? We can improve the performance whenever you are writing some calculation, or you are writing some if statement which will return only two type of values, right? Like this here you can see we have only two categories. This condition will true or false, right? Nothing else.
Yes.
If the condition
Yes.
will true, then it will give a one result. If this will be false, then it will give the other result. So in place of this, we will write it in different manner. Just going to create a duplicate part, and I'm going to change this. I'm removing each and everything, just keeping this condition, right? This is the condition, nothing else. You can see the calculation is valid, right? Okay. So right now you can see that it is working in the same way. Only the change is true and false, nothing else. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
So, but it will improve the performance. It will calculate the result faster than the previous calculation. Okay.
Yes.
So always use this calculation. So this is the second way to use the parameter with the calculated field, right? So similarly, you can use the percentage values as well. So you can pass the percentage values, but you know the percentage values always be in the decimal format, right? Between 0 to 1, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So the 1 will be the max value, 0 will be the less minimum value, right? If you don't have any
Yes.
negative percentage, and you can use those. You can say we will see the example here. Suppose I want to increase this sales value. I want to increase this sales value by some percent of value. Okay, so
Okay.
I have to create a parameter, right? You can say increase percentage. I will take float value because this will be a decimal value. Okay, and here sorry, here I have to write something like 0.2 20% is going to be increased, and here in place of range,
You
because
will be
it,
giving.
yeah, we will give minimum value as 0.2 because we are taking 2, right? We can take 1 as well, and as a maximum value we will write 1. Okay, the step size can be anything. This will be there. And the other thing, display format, we don't want to display it as 0.2, we want to display it as a percentage, like this, right? 20 to or 20, right? Then I will click on OK. So here you can see the use case of display.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I have created this percentage. So I have displayed it, so I can change it to this way. And but we have not used it, so now I have to create the duplicate of this sales, and I'm going to edit here. What is this? Increased sales, right? This is increased sales, correct?
Yes.
How
It's
how
increased
I will
sales, yes.
increase? This is sum of sales. So whenever you will write the equations or the expressions in the tab, so you have to use the applications, right? So
Yes.
I have explained this part already, right? So this plus
Sum
the,
of sales.
yes, 20% of sum of sales, like this. Okay,
Mhm.
but here in place of the I have to pass this percent, this one, okay, like this. So now it will increase that 20% to the sales. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Yep. Yes. Perfect. Yep. So sum of sales plus yes
Yes,
formula. Okay.
so
Increase sales.
20% of sum of sales, right? That's why.
Okay. Yes.
Now we can drag the sales here. So at the bottom you can see the increased sales, at the top you can see the sales. Okay, or we
Yes.
can take another example so that you can just use this line chart to see the trend. Where is that order date? This one, right? I will change it as a month order, month and year, and discrete, and I will use this sales like to see the trend chart. And now I will use increased sales, right here. Now we can see both together. Okay.
Sum and aggregation. Increase sales. Yes.
Yeah.
Sales as well as increase sales. Yes.
Correct. Now I will add this so parameter and then change this. Now you can see if you will change this value, whenever you will click on
Increase to
this,
20%.
right? I will type 15, but it will automatically take 100, right? Right, because the maximum value is 1. So if I will write 0.15, right? So you can see the value will change accordingly. If you will change 0.10, you can see
Then
10%.
it changes. Yes.
Yeah.
It
So by
changes with the
increased sales only, correct? And if you want to
yes.
monitor this part perfectly, then what you have to do, you have to create a dual axis chart. Just right click here, click on this dual axis. I have already explained this part, right? Dual axis, just right click here and click on synchronize axis.
Synchronous axis. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you can
Exactly.
see
Yes.
both together, right? So if
And
you want
also we
to,
can yes.
if you will increase by 30%, you can see, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
we
yes.
have to change the legend, like you can see this is the actual cell. So I will take it as a dark gray. I will take this settle grays, right? And I will
Yeah.
take it as dark and increase sales. This can be a forecasted, like the forecasted value. So I will take it like this.
Okay. Oh, okay.
This
Yes.
is again a part of visualization. You have to take this in appealing format, like this is the actual sales, right, in the darkest way. And if you are going to change this, so this can be forecasted, right? That's why I have
Yes.
taken it as a gray, light gray form.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So here we can take light, green and red also, but that will not a good choice of color here in this case. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the third case, you can say third or fourth case of parameter where we can create a percentage value. We can take floating values as an input and we can increase it, right? And we can use this part as to forecast something on the basis of this percentage. Okay. Now one more push, one more you can say use of parameter. We can use this parameter as a in reference line as well. So when we are going to use it in the reference line, then we have to create a view, or we can take a duplicate of this one, and then I will change it. uh, no problem, just create a date field, right? Because you are going to take a parameter, date type parameter, and we will check. You can see I will write here select date, right? And it will be a date type, and you can take any date. We can see the 21 is the maximum, right? So we can take 20, right?
Yes.
And this will be the display format, nothing else. Just click on OK, and here you can see the calendar icon. Just show this. I will we can keep them as well. We will add some other parameter, like if you will click here, then you will get a calendar, and you can select this calendar. You can change this and you can type as well. You have all the options, right?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
So now we have created a date. How I will use this date parameter into our view, right? So now we are going to use the third option, which is reference line. We have used with filter, we have used with calculated field. We have now we are going to use with reference line. So how we will add a reference line? Now the concept is, before going to use that in the reference line, first we have to understand what is reference line and from where we have to add that part, correct? So reference line is
Yes.
nothing when you have to I'm just going to change this view, like uh, you can say day, right? So it will be more clutter, right? So this is the use case
Mm.
of the reference line, where we have n number of dates in our view, right? Because we want to see the
Yes.
trend for the overall data. So we can see here the sales is maximum high, right? Like this way. Okay, I'm going to remove this part now, right? Now you can see this one, just to understand it more better. Okay.
Okay. Sure. 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 Sure.
So here you can see this is the main day wise sales and in the continuous way to display for the overall period. Now we can see the maximum sale goes up till 18,453 on this date. If you will mouse over there,
September
then
20.
1st
Yes.
October
27.
2022, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, but here you are facing some difficulties to understand the date, right? So now we can
Mm-hmm.
see, we can use the reference line to identify the date part, right? So we can use reference line for multiple use, like whenever we want to add some target lines above this, or vertical or horizontal. We can add two type of reference line, vertical or horizontal. It up to you as per the requirement, right? But
Yes.
the value can be anything, again as per the requirement for the reference line. Most of the time the reference line used to show the target value or the average value. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Suppose I want to show the average sales, right? So how I will add, just you have, whenever you are going to add the reference line, you need a axis as well, right? So if you will click
Yes.
on the axis, here you can see the add reference line option, and the other option at the top, you can see the data and analytics. If you will click on the analytics tab, you will see these options. These are all the forecast clusters, reference lines. These things are here, right? So from here as well, you can drag this part, but directly if you want to add, just click here and click on add reference line. You will get this dialog box. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
So in the
Reference line. Yes.
in the reference line, you have all these options: line, band. You can see the image as well. You will get to know
Distribution,
which type of
box
visualization you will
plot.
get. Box plot, right? These
Okay.
are the visualization way. Which type of line you want to display here. The second thing is the scope, right? Scope means on which level you want to add this line. Correct? If you will
Yes.
select the entire table, then you can see at the bottom in the view, right? You can see
Yes.
this line added. If you will add in the per pane, here is no, we have not divided this view in multiple panes, so I will not get this view. If you will add the per cell, then you can see at the top of every marks you will get this line. Okay, so this is
Yes.
also not required here. So here we can use this entire table, so that we will get a reference line, overall reference line. And at the bottom you can see the line value, the sum of sales, because we have used only the sum of sales in our view, right? Again,
Yes.
if you have whatever you have used in this view, only you can use those aggregation or those measure value in your reference line. Like we have already used the tooltip, right? Whatever you have
Yes.
used in our view, you can use those things, or you can insert those fields directly in tooltip. Similarly, if you have used these fields here, so you can add, right? Now,
Yes.
sum of sales, and here you have average functions. You can use anything, right? If you want to add total, then you can see it. This is the total, right? But total is not a solution here. So here we can see, if you want to add maximum, then you can use maximum. Okay. So there is the options.
Yes. Sonu,
Yeah.
Sonu, sorry for interrupting. Can you give me a couple of minutes?
Yeah, sure. Let me know once you get.
Sure. Yeah, just 2 minutes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Sonu, I'm back. Sorry for that. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you for waiting. Yep, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so here you have multiple options you can select as per your requirement, right? So
Yes.
it's not mandatory to select the same option every time, right?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
So right now I'm taking this average part, and you can see the average sales is here. Okay, so after that the label options. So right now if I will drag it at the left side, you can see there is no value. We are not getting the average value here, right? Because we cannot see what is the average sales. So at this label part you can add the label of that line. If you will change to value, you can see this value, right?
Yes.
2091 is
Yes.
the average value, right?
Mhm.
And if you want to add something else, then you have a computation or custom options. So custom option is required when you want to, if you are going to add this value, then this is 2091, but we don't know what is the 2091, right?
Yes. Yes. From
So,
that. Yep.
so if you will select the custom, you can write something like this, the average sales, right? And you can write average sales equal to, or whatever you want to write. And then after that, you can select this value, right? So here you can see this average sales equal to this one, correct?
Mhm. Yes. Yes.
So this is at least useful information so that the user can understand what is the values related to, right?
Yes. Yes.
So most of the time we will use the value or the custom part, right? So after that, the tooltip is there, the automatic tooltip. Whenever you will mouse over on this line, then you will get
Mhm.
the value, right? So after that, automatic, you have custom options. If you want this type of values, right, in the tooltip, then you can add here. Otherwise, you can keep it as automatic. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And here you can see the line only. You can see the line, and there is the confidence in interval, right? So you can, this is 95 is the, you can say, uh, the best confidence interval. So which, that's why it is there. The confidence interval, if you know, or I have to explain, you know that what is the confidence interval?
No, I'm not really sure about conference interval.
So
But
you are aware about the bell,
to
bell icon. You can say the bell image
is
of
the
the
very
data.
much. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the data representation we have a bell image, right? So in the bell
Yes.
image you can see we are keeping the 5% of you can see the 5% of data which can be outlier, right? So
Okay. Mm.
so if you will see the bell curve like this, right? So you can
Yes.
see the 2.5 at the left side and the 2.5 at the right side, which can be considered as an outlier, and the rest 95% of data we are going to consider as a we can say for our analysis, right? That is the confidence level. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so that's
So
why it's yeah.
are we going to consider the data between the bell or outside the bell?
Yeah, between the bell,
Between the bell.
between
Okay.
the
Got
bell,
it.
but not the left and right corner side, because that can
Ah,
be outlier, because that is not much related, right? That's why.
yes. Yes. Yes.
Mm, this is the interval. So by default it is you can say it is line only, but default 95. You want to change, you can change. Okay.
Okay.
And at the left bottom side you can see the formatting option, right? The formatting option means the line. If you want to change the line, here you can see the dotted lines like this. Most of the time when we are going to refer the target and like this reference line, we use this dotted line, right? By this way, this is the perfect options. And here you can select the thickness of that line, right?
Mm.
And at the bottom you have the color, right? So
Okay. Okay. Yes.
we will always take a color which will appear on it depends on the background charts color, right? So right now
Exactly.
I'm
Yes.
taking this one. And
Yes.
here you have two more options, fill above and fill below, right? Suppose if you are going to select this above part, so you can see this one, which part we are going to consider for our analysis. It again, it is depend on your requirement, right? You can see
Will be.
this below part will highlight or this above part will highlight. It's totally depend on your requirement, and it cannot be conditionally highlighted. You have to select it manually, and whatever color you will select, that will be displayed there. You cannot change that color. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So this is the reference line. So you can see the reference line is here. If you will mouse over, you can see this tooltip. Okay. And
Yes.
here.
Yes. Yes.
So this is the reference line. Okay, fine.
Yep.
If you
The
want to
reference.
remove, just right click here. So you can see the edit reference line, then remove reference line option here as well. And if you will click this line, then you can see this option, edit, format, and remove. If you see the average sales, let me change
Can we
this.
drag the reference line on this chart? Can we drag up and bottom like with manually, like with just dragging it?
No, we cannot drag it manually. From where?
Just up here, up and down a little bit, because right now it is saying as sales as 2094, right? Sorry.
Right. It no, we cannot change this line
2091.
because it will comes according to this axis, right?
Yes. Yes.
So if you will see right now, you cannot see, right? Just let
Yes.
me add this axis, edit this axis. And
Exactly. Yeah.
if you will click on this edit axis, you will get these options, right? So here,
Yes. Yes.
if you will go on the tick marks, general and tick marks, two options are here. If you will click on tick
Hmm?
marks, then
Yes.
you will see multiple options, right? So
Yes.
you can take in, click on fix,
Fixed.
and
Fixed.
here you can take interval of 1000, right?
1000 maybe. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So now you can see this is the tick marks. Okay.
Okay.
You can click. So now you can see 2091. It means 2000 more than 2000, right? So that's why the line is here. If the value will increase, then it will go up. You cannot
Got it.
you cannot move it manually. Okay.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay.
So now you can see this label beside these labels, right? You can see this
Hmm?
color, light shaded color. Okay. So
Yes.
if
Yes.
sometime we have to remove this part as well. So how we can remove this? So just right click on this reference line, just click on format, and you will get this formatting option of this reference line. You will get the same options, the line selections and the color here as well. You can fill above and fill below, and these are the major options which we can select, like the font options, the value which is displaying. You can change this format, right? You can keep it as
Yes.
bold and in the color, and we can align them this like whatever we want, right?
Yes.
Okay. And here the number format, if you want to change. The last one is the shading, right? Right now you can see the 50%. If you will remove this as a 0, then you can see it is like this, but it's not visible right now, right?
Yes.
That's why we use some time to keep it right, and sometimes we
Little
remove this.
little bit.
Yeah,
Something. Depends on. Yeah.
yeah, it depends on the view. So sometimes we have to remove it from 50 to 0, right? Sometimes we have to keep it as, right? Like in our case, we have to keep it.
Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
can change
Exactly.
that. If you will change the color, then definitely you will you can remove, right?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the use case of reference line. Hope you will understand this part. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Any questions regarding this?
No, sir. I'm good. Yeah, with the
Okay.
reference.
So now we are good with the reference line. Then now what is the ask to use this parameter with this reference line? Okay. So
Okay.
if you will click here and wait, okay, here you can see I will change this as a continuous because the date is in the this axis, right? Here you don't have date, right? So if you will
Yes.
add the reference line, and here you can see the parameter, right? Okay,
Yes.
you cannot see this select date parameter here, right? Why?
Exactly.
Because this comes as per this axis. So this axis is regarding to this measure, not the date field, right? So now
Yes.
what we have to do, we have to convert it in the continuous format, right? We can do it by this
Yes.
way.
It's continuous and discrete, right? Okay. Now it is in discrete.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
I am going to change this as a continuous way, right? You can see the green
Yes.
pills. Now whenever it will green or continuous, so just right click here, you will get this option, and you will get this edit access option, otherwise you will not get. Okay.
Okay.
So now you can add click on this add reference line, and here you will get the options of select date parameter automatically. And
Okay.
you can create a parameter from here as well. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I will select this option. Okay. Now I will select the value. Okay. You can see this vertical line. Okay. I will add this dotted line, and again I will highlight this line, vertical lines. You can see the value at the bottom, but let me, yeah, this is okay. So now this way you can see this date 18 something, right? The date is at the bottom. Let me change the formatting, and we can keep it top, right, so that we can see the date. Now you can see if you will change the date, this line will move. Okay.
Mm.
Just to take reference, if you want to consider this line, there can be lots of things we can do using the parameter. This is not only to highlighting this option. If you want to keep only this view or this view as per the selection, we can do that as well. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
right now we are only using this parameter in the reference line to highlight the date only, because you can see at the bottom you cannot see the date in the proper way.
Mm.
That's why
Yes.
we have used the reference line to highlight that date. Okay.
Got it. Yes. Yes.
So this is the one use case. I'm going to create the another sheet for that. Actually, the parameter concept is very big, so you have to work. You have to work with all the examples, and you have to explore more on this parameter part. This is more useful in our dashboards. So now one more thing, I am going to remove this one. Okay, I am keeping only this one. Now I want to suppose I want to keep only this view, right? So how we can do that? We can click on here, and we will click on created field, right? Now we can see uh, the filter option, right?
Mhm. Yes. Yes. Yeah. The filter option. Yeah.
So now I will keep this in and out two part, right? So like we can say zoom, we can keep it as zoom option, right? If
Yes.
whatever the order date, you can see the this date, right? Order date.
Mm.
If the order date is less than, you can see the select date, whatever date we have selected, right? Only this part we have to write. So it will return true or false. So if you will click, drag this in the colors, you can see, right? You can use it in multiple way. You can see this area is highlighted, correct?
Yes.
And if you
Yes.
want to filter out, then drag this in the filter, and you can click on the true part and click on OK. Then it will zoom in the first part only. If you will change this date, right? So you can see.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there can be lots of options, or you can say lots of functionality using the parameter. So now I'm going to introduce one more level of parameter, creating duplicate part, creating parameter. Now zoom options. Here we have two options. We will create a string type and list, because we are going to give options. The first option, we can see zoom in. The display as text, we can write anything, but in the value part, we can write the thing whatever we are going to use in our calculation. Okay.
Mm.
Zoom out,
Zoom. Okay.
zoom in and
Oh,
zoom
okay.
out. We are
Mhm.
going to take two options right now. We will show this, and here you can see the zoom in. Now I will remove this part, and in place of zoom in, zoom out, I will create a duplicate copy of this, and here in out. Okay. Just you can see at the top, I will write
Mm.
select. Okay. Now I will
Yes.
add no, first I will use case statement like in the SQL statement, right? Zoom options.
Yes.
So
Yes.
when we have one, then one means zoom in, correct? then
Mhm.
this condition will going to be applied. Okay, else we can see if 2, then we will reverse it. We will take this one. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
and we will go to close it as end. Just click on
Yeah.
OK. Now I will add this here and click on true and click on OK. So if you can see this is zoom in, then you can see the before, right? Before
Mhm.
all the dates which is before this date, less
Selected date. Yes.
less than this date. If you will click on out, then you can see all the date which is greater than this, right? So by this way
Okay.
you can use it in you can use more than one parameters. So this is the one more use case of parameter where we have created a list box list, and we have used a date field in our parameter to make our view
Yes.
dynamic.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Got it. Okay. Got it. Yep.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. Yep. That's good.
okay.
Sure.
So in future assignments, I will give such type of assignments. So that's why I have explained these options. So one more use case of parameter is like sorting, dynamic sorting, where we will select the measure value from our list, and the view will automatically sort as per the selections, right? Sometimes it might be
Yes.
possible your view on the basis of only sales, right? Suppose you are showing customer category customer name wise sales, right? But you want to sort that view as per the profit, as per the discount, as per the quantity, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
user cannot sort that value, right?
Hmm.
So
Yes.
you will create a parameter like this, right? And you can apply there that parameter. You have to write a case statement on the basis of this parameter, and then you will pass that respective measure, and you can use that measure to your filter, sorry, even your measure, like here you can use the sort, right? So you can use the field, and from the field you can select that created field, like here you can see the zoom in out, right? In the similar way
Yes.
you will get that sorting field, and you can select. If you will change, it will automatically change the sorting. Okay,
Exactly. Yes.
so this is the use case of parameter actually. Okay, so I think this meeting is going to be closed in 1 minute, so probably we have to connect again. Okay,
Maybe it will continue. I don't. Maybe it will continue
I
because.
don't know, remaining meeting time is 1:25, I don't know, probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
it
Yes.
is coming as we have connected last time, right? So in the similar way I think we have to connect again. Okay, so this is the parameter part, so which I want to cover today, like the parameter, like the sets, like the calculated field. We have used calculated field more on today classes, right? Similarly in the future also we will use them. So
Yes.
okay, so
Hmm.
this is the today we will add one more thing, like the table calculation. We will cover those
Oh,
this part, table calculation. So
yes.
I think we need to connect it again, then table calculation will be in the separate video, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to stop it and close this session, then again we will connect. Fine.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do that. Yep.
okay, let me stop this recording. Okay.